Hey people, what's up? It's Makeda Valletta, also known as the Renaissance Amazon and the Body Scientist. Right now I am live on IG and I will save this video and repost it to my YouTube page, the Renaissance Amazon. I hope you all are doing well today. I am reporting live from Harlem, New York City. And for those of you who are familiar with me and my work, you know that I do a lot of work with holistic health. I'm a nutritionist. I'm a body science nerd, okay? So that's why I'm also known as the body scientist. And before coronavirus, I already was a serious student of infectious disease since I was in high school, okay? When I went to college, I was a biotechnology major at first. And it was my goal to become a scientist and to research cures for genetic diseases. That was my interest. And I was always interested in infectious disease, viruses, bacteria. So when coronavirus came out, I did a series of videos that you can find on my other page, The Body Scientist 81, where I talk about the things that really make you susceptible to becoming really sick. Because when they say a lot of healthy people, and a lot of healthy people are dying, I beg to differ. I think a lot of people think they're healthy until their body is tested, okay? And a lot of people don't really know what healthy is. A lot of people think just because someone doesn't have a chronic disease that they're healthy, and that's not the case. So definitely check out my videos. I'll post some of them below on here, but check out my videos on that topic. Now, on those topics. So I'm saying that to say, I think it was great news finding out that Donald Trump got coronavirus and there are people who think that he's lying. I don't think that he's lying. I think he has it. And I'm going to say a few things about that. First of all, Donald Trump is a textbook definition of a narcissist, right? And a lot of people don't know what a narcissist is. They think a narcissist is just somebody who's, full of themselves and they love themselves. But narcissism is a serious mental disorder, okay? And there's many different signs of a narcissist and many different ways in which it expresses itself through them, right? And I have YouTube videos where I talk about that. So you can also check those out. Or just look at other people on the internet who talk about narcissists, right? Now, narcissists, one of the symptoms, okay, of being a narcissist or traits, let me say, is that they think that they're above the law. They think that they're invincible, okay? They literally believe that, and they live life that way. And when people talk about narcissists, they'll tell you eventually that catches up to them, and sometimes it's not until they get old, right? Because they could think they're invincible and have done so many people wrong, and then one day somebody kills them or does something horrible to them. Or, in Donald Trump's case with coronavirus, he this whole time has been acting invincible, and I myself have mixed feelings about the way I go along with what we're supposed to do, wearing the masks and stuff like that, but I'm not in favor of them myself, okay? I'm not in favor of still being locked down, okay? So I'm not in favor of those things, but of course I do it out of respect and for what it is. And again, like I said, I get deeper into those facts in my other videos. But Donald Trump definitely acts like he's immune to everything. The whole time he's been president, there's so many scandals, so many people that work for him that went to jail, get caught up in some shit, but he just acts like he's invincible. And thus far, he's made it this far in life, and he has been. And I've been saying from the beginning, Donald Trump doesn't look healthy. Like before coronavirus, he doesn't look healthy. He eats McDonald's all the time. He doesn't give a fuck. He thinks he's invincible. Invincible people don't take care of themselves because they think that they're invincible, okay? So I've been saying that he doesn't look healthy, and I know when he had his physical, last year, they were saying that he had all these markers of not being healthy. So to me, Donald Trump getting coronavirus just shows, it's a lesson to him that he's not invincible. And unfortunately, I think a lot of black people, and I'm gonna say black people because this is where I've seen this coming from, also believe Donald Trump is invincible, because it's surprising to me to see all the black people who say they think Donald Trump is lying about it. Like, you think he's invincible too? No. Donald Trump is a human like everybody else. Anybody can get coronavirus, including myself. I'm just not worried about it because I know how to take care of myself. I really know. And I know a lot more than a lot of people know for real when it comes to what really builds a strong immune system, what's really in the food you're eating. You know, like there's a whole lot more than that. And if you follow my videos on my YouTube page, The Body Scientist 81, you will see, you know, what I'm talking about. I can't remember last time I had a cold. Okay, I can't remember ever having the flu. I'm sure I've had the flu sometime in my life, but not in my adult life, okay? And I cannot remember last time I had a cold. It's been like over 10 years, okay? I don't get sick like that, but I understand how to build a strong immune system. Now, with Donald Trump, on the other hand, you know, some people are like, I've heard people, especially in the Breakfast Club, saying, oh, how did he all of a sudden get sick now? It's like, there are leaders of other countries, the president, all the countries that had bad infections, and leaders who didn't give a fuck, who acted invincible, they all got sick. It happened in the UK, or it happened in Brazil, and now it's happening here, okay? I don't think it's in Donald Trump's best interest to lie about having coronavirus if he's trying to act like he's invincible. Now, I heard some people say, oh, they think he's going to use it to push a vaccine. And the logic they use behind that, again, I wish I could like send this video to Charlemagne and the people at the Breakfast Club. But I heard people saying, black people, oh, if he acts like he has coronavirus, right, and then he gets the vaccine and the vaccine cures him, then he can say he was the one to find, you know, to get the vaccine and he was the one. But that doesn't make sense. Because a vaccine is not a cure, meaning a vaccine is not a remedy if you already have it. That's not what a vaccine is. A vaccine is a preventative measure to take something so that you don't get it, right? So if you get sick with something, they don't give you a vaccine to make it stop, to cure it. That's not how it works, okay? That's not how that right there shows how much people don't understand about science, physiology, microbiology, virology, and how the body works, okay? Infectious disease, you don't understand it. That's not what a vaccine is. Actually, getting infected with something or exposed to a virus or bacteria is what builds up your immune system. That's the purpose of a vaccine, to expose you to a little bit of it so your body builds up the antibodies. But that naturally happens in life. If you live life and you get exposed to certain viruses and bacteria, your body builds up immunity to it. So that happens naturally. That's why you don't need a vaccine to do that. And that's why I'm not into vaccines, right? But it wouldn't make sense for him to say, oh, I'm sick, I took the vaccine, now I'm better, because that's not how that works. So that doesn't make sense to me, okay? So that right there, people can miss that, okay? Now, with Donald Trump's profile, right, his age and his health profile, it's very likely that he could get very sick. It's very likely that he may not, because, you know, he has been promoting hydroxychloroquine. A lot of people were saying that, you know, they didn't think that, you know, that was fake science and whatnot. But I've heard some other scientists who actually back up hydroxychloroquine, and then there are doctors, I think, who've used it who've had success with it. So who knows? He might end up taking some kind of medicine that helps him. You don't know. Or he might get incredibly sick. However, I don't think that he's afraid of the debates, okay? I don't think that he's afraid of debating at all, okay? As much as I don't like him, I need to be fair in my assessments. And in watching the debate, he didn't seem scared at all. He didn't seem, you know, intimidated by Joe Biden. I was actually impressed at how quickly he responded and the level of fire he had, actually. Donald Trump thinks he's invisible, so he's not afraid of debating anybody. He's not afraid of those things, okay? But the fact that he's sick is a lesson to him that he's not invincible. Because he's gotten through his whole entire life until this age, in his 70s, believing that he was invincible. And who knows what else we might see this year. Joe Biden might get really sick. They're both old and frail and not healthy, okay? They both could get it. What happens if Joe Biden got coronavirus? You know, the people still gonna think it's a conspiracy. Like, the thing is with the conspiracy theories, A lot of people be believing conspiracy theories and they don't really have any good reasons or good facts to back it up. They just don't believe something is possible. Or something just sounds too good to be true. So then you don't believe it. But you don't actually have any facts to point to. Somebody said Donald Trump didn't say anything that made sense during the debate. He said some things that made sense. Joe Biden didn't make a lot of sense. Joe Biden was making up, like not finishing his sentence and stumbling on his words and not finishing thoughts. The debate wasn't great, and I'm not a Donald Trump fan. But I don't think that, I can't say that he didn't make any points. That's not true. He did make a point about how the shutdown is causing a lot of depression and issues, and that's a fact, okay? A lot of other issues. So anyhow, but Donald Trump doesn't, a narcissist is not, they're not afraid of shit like that. You know, he really believes in his mind that, you know, he's, nobody can bring him down. And so this is, to me, entertaining. It's entertaining and, entertaining and interesting to me to watch and see how this unfolds, you know. And if Donald Trump were to die, a whole lot of people would be happy, which is fucked up. It's fucked up, isn't it? But let's see. You know, the fact of the matter is anybody could get coronavirus the same way anybody could get a cold or a flu. Anybody could get it. You're always being exposed to infectious disease, always. This is the reason why it's important to understand how to build up your immune system, to make sure that your microbiome is on point on your skin and your gut, to make sure that you have adequate levels of vitamin D and vitamin A. Okay? These things are important because when we find out that there's an outbreak of a bacteria or something in the food, in the spinach or in this, or we find out there's a coronavirus running around, you know, about to kill people, we find that shit out after it's already killed people. We find it out once it's too late. When they tell us that, it's already been out in the world. So this is the reason why people have to understand you don't wait until you get an alert that there's an infectious disease on the loose to try to take care of yourself. You have to always do that because you never know when you could be exposed to infectious disease. And for Donald Trump to make fun of Joe Biden in the debate about him having on the biggest mask he's ever seen and Donald Trump being so anti-mask, that doesn't help his argument for him to get sick with coronavirus, okay? Now, I personally am not a fan of the mask, but I'm just saying, if you are not a fan of the mask and you're running all over the place and then you get coronavirus, it doesn't help your argument. But I'm just interested to see how this happens and how this election happens. I feel like there's going to be a lot of unpredictable things that are going to happen in the next couple of months. And I would bet anybody money I think the man actually has coronavirus. So I just need to share that because I felt like there's a lot of like ridiculous conspiracy theories. A lot of people don't understand infectious disease. Getting coronavirus is it's more infectious than the cold. So there are people who get a cold every single year. So why is it so unimaginable that Donald Trump got coronavirus? Do you guys also think he's invincible? Is there anybody in the world that's invincible to getting a cold? Not unless they have a strong immune system, because you can always be exposed to it, but whether or not you get sick has to do with your immune system. Donald Trump, I know, doesn't have a good immune system. The way that he eats, the way that he looks, you can tell. You know? So anyhow, what are your thoughts? And on this, below my YouTube video, I'm going to post some links to some of my other videos where I get more in depth about these topics of building up your immune system. I bet you'll learn some things you didn't know. And if you do, please share the video, because sharing is caring. I'm in New York City. Nobody in my family has gotten sick. I've been doing all that I do. I'm about to go to the gym. I'll be wiping shit off. I haven't gotten sick. I'm not gonna get sick. It's not because I'm a narcissist. It's because I understand infectious disease for real. And I take care of myself. That's the key thing. Anyhow, people, take care. Could be a distraction. It is a distraction, but I don't think it's on purpose. I think the fact of the matter is Donald Trump is human. And he could get sick like everybody else. And plenty of people that work for Donald Trump have already gotten coronavirus. That was happening for the past few months. And he was acting like, okay, the person that served him food, all these people had it. So what made him think, or you or anybody else think, he couldn't get it? Donald Trump's not walking around in a plastic bubble. You know? Okay, people. So have a good day. Be healthy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.